Yo, what? Crackin' fellow squids. Welcome back to another YouTube video, and in today's video we're gonna be talking about Elden Ring. With that being said, let's get into the video.
It's the dream.
So let me first start off the video by saying I never played Dark Souls. I never played Elden Ring. I never played a Souls game or anything. So this is my first Souls-like experience, as they call it. My first time playing Elden Ring, right? So anything that I say in this video, please don't take it personal, or it's just my opinion from my perspective. I don't know anything about Dark Souls or anything like that. Alright, so yesterday was my first time playing Elden Ring. Shouts out to my boy Dears Forgetful, aka Brutal Woomy, aka Dedotated Wham, aka Marvin Cat, because without him I would not even be making this video and I would never have played Elden Ring. So shouts out to my boy, because he's the one that bought it for me and put me on with greatness. Elden Ring is absolutely insane. You start off by making a character. After that, you go through like a little tutorial, and then you find yourself in the open world. I always like games where you're able to make your character and stuff like that, like GTA 5 and Red Dead. And mentioning Red Dead, this game absolutely reminds me of Red Dead Redemption, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. I'm just saying you can create a character just like Red Dead, and then it has an open world. So it reminds me of Red Dead in that aspect, you know what I mean, in that way. So you start off going into the open world, and like you can just go wherever you want, you know what I mean? It's open world, but you're pretty weak at the beginning and stuff like that. So I was lucky to have my boy Dears Forgetful dropping me items and stuff like that, because he has 500 hours in the PS4 version, and then he has a PC version and he has like 500 hours there. So he's an experienced player. He was dropping me a lot of items and guiding me through the game and just helping me with the beginning part of the game. So shouts out to him, because without him I'll be absolutely lost, you know what I mean? So I summoned him to my world. He's dropping me items and everything like that. And then after that we just take off our adventure and everything. And I was in awe. It was amazing, like seeing all the different type of enemies and just the way that this open world is structured, you know what I mean? Like everywhere that you turn, you're gonna see something different, something new, and something absolutely crazy insane. You know, you start off very weak and stuff like that, so you're fighting enemies and you're learning the basics, but over time you get stronger, you get what I mean? So you can go into areas of the game or areas of the map where the enemies will absolutely destroy you, and you'll leave, rank your character up, and when you come back you will destroy their ass. And like it's a good feeling once you like beat an enemy that you kept dying to over and over, like after you come back stronger and then you defeat them. It's like one of the best feelings in this game so far that I've experienced. Of course I played other games like that too, you know what I mean, like Borderlands, you know, RPG or whatever, you get what I mean. But yeah, so we're basically just going on an adventure and everything, and he's just showing me a bunch of stuff in the game. But it's not much to say, because like I said, I barely scratched the surface, and there's so much to see in this game. But what I did see, it was absolutely beautiful. The graphics are beautiful. You know, sound design obviously beautiful, but the graphics, the visuals is beautiful. And I'm on the PS4, so I imagine what it looks like on PS5 or PC. So I'm going to get a PS5 just for Elden Ring. I don't even have a PS5 because there was no reason for me to get a PS5. My PS4 works just fine. But now that Elden Ring is in my life and I know about it, oh man, I need a PS5 so I can get those upgraded visuals and that better frame rate and everything like that. But the game runs absolutely gorgeous on the PS4 though. It's perfectly fine, playable. You know, I mean, no, I haven't had no issues. It's perfectly fine. But the game, yeah, it's absolutely insane. Like it's a giant open world. You can fast travel, you can play with your friends, and you guys are fighting giant bosses and like leveling up together. And then there's this things called, like, I think it's called raids, where you're like just minding your business on a mission, and then these random people that's online, like real people, they come and they find you, and then you guys end up fighting. And I feel like that's a little aspect of the game that keeps it interesting, because like there was plenty of times where we were like in the middle of this this mission that we were trying over and over again, and we're so close to completing the mission, but then some people come and raid us, and then like we're in a fight with them, and then they kill us, and then they're like teabagging us or like sending my friend messages and stuff. So it's absolutely fun time, you know what I mean? It's a fun game. You know, like I said, I am so happy that I am on the Elden Ring wave now, because I was sleeping, man. I'm glad I know about this game, you know what I'm saying? It's absolutely insane, such a fun time, especially with friends, you know what I mean? And I look forward to playing more and learning more about the game, especially so I can bring you guys more content, you know what I mean? But yeah, the enemies in this game are crazy. It's amazing how they were able to like get this to work on the PS4. You get what I mean? Because it's like so many giant enemies and so much going on in an open world. Like I said, I never seen an open world like better than Red Dead or like GTA, like those, you know, Rockstar praised for their open world games. Elden Ring, you know, I don't know, made by Bandai Namco and like some other developers and stuff, is crazy because this tops Red Dead to me. This tops GTA's open world in a way, because most open worlds, they're usually like empty and not a lot of things going on. You know, it's just a lot of empty space, you get what I mean? But in this game, everywhere you turn, oh man, there's something going on. There's something to do. There's never a moment in this game where you're just bored, or you're just kind of like, you know, oh, go all the way from point A to point B across a giant field, you know what I mean? Open world. Nah, this game is actually the shit. It's open world for real. It has monsters and enemies, and the enemies fighting each other, and just, it's a lot of stuff. It's active. It feels like a world that's really lived in. You get what I mean? So I want to learn more about the Elden Ring story and the lore and everything like that. My friend told me something about like Elden Ring, nobody ever dies. So like you're trying to basically make it to where bring peace to the earth or whatever, to the Elden Ring world, where people actually die and things actually die. So that's why he told me like a lot of the enemies and stuff are like ugly and they look hideous, because things never die, they just live forever. So that would be a nightmare. Imagine that, you never die. That would be absolutely crazy, you know what I mean? But I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to talk about Elden Ring because it's absolutely insane. Me and the homies played it for like 16 hours yesterday. You know what I mean? So that's how fun it is. You know what I mean? It's really my first time playing it, and I haven't even scratched the surface. I know there's so much more to explore and so much more to do in this game. You know, so down in the comments, let me know if you ever played Elden Ring, if you ever played Dark Souls. And until next time, always remember to stay gaming.
Elden Ring? That ain't Fortnite. How about the Battle Pass? How about the Battle Pass? Elden Ring? That ain't Fortnite. Boy, if you don't get